If I had a time machine and I could go back and give myself a piece of advice when I was just starting my reselling career, that would definitely be, don't do this.
No! God, please, no! No!
Okay guys, I'm kidding. Welcome to Thrift&Fortune, where we talk all things reselling. And today I wanted to share with you 3 advice that I would give myself if I were to start my reselling journey in 2024. But before we do, I have a small disclaimer. I don't believe in such thing as one advice fits all. So yeah, we're all different, so take it with a grain of salt, but something that I got from my own experience, and I wanted to share it with the reselling community. And I want to open the comment section for your guys' advices. What would you say to yourself if you were just about to start your reselling journey? If this sounds fun to you, please like this video, subscribe to this channel, and ring that notification bell so you will never miss a new episode. The first piece of advice I would give myself if I was just to start in reselling is don't get discouraged.
You can do it!
I think a lot of us get discouraged quickly by how our sales going, by obstacles in sourcing, by inconsistency of inventory that we get from Goodwills, but Goodwill prices that are constantly rising, and by millions other small things that can easily get you discouraged. But you should remember that in the end of the day, when you see this reselling content and us resellers telling you about our income on YouTube and our great finds and our great profits, it's all the result of our hard work. Every reseller starts small and then moves on to getting better at sourcing, knowing their inventory, knowing best places to source, understanding what sells well and what they like to resell. It's a process, so don't get discouraged in the beginning. If you don't see, 6 figures, or items are not selling that fast, or items are not selling this well, you will learn all the time. Any business, whether it's reselling, or you have repair shop, or maybe you're selling handmade ceramics, or maybe you're running a car company, no matter what you're doing, business is a learning curve, and you only get better in business by learning things. So if you get easily discouraged in the beginning, imagine that this thing will grow up. Next piece of advice that I would give any reseller, and myself including, is be curious.
Be curious.
Because sometimes your curiosity can bring you to amazing places. Be curious about different brands. Be curious about different platforms. Be curious about various types of sourcing, not only Goodwills or Beans. What else is out there? Maybe you'll find great brands at your local Marshalls. Maybe you will get lucky with a pallet. Be curious about local thrift store, local thrift markets. Just be curious in general. I love watching reselling content here on YouTube. Maybe next time you're sourcing, take a look at some other parts of your Goodwill store that you never visit, like men's clothing. Maybe you will find great designer pieces there. Try to explore other categories like beauty, household items. So yeah, always be curious and never stop learning. And the last advice, and I think that is something that comes out of that there is no such thing as one advice fits all, is be you. Be yourself, meaning I know that a lot of time I was watching YouTube videos where resellers were raving about some brands, and I picked those brands up and they didn't sell, or didn't sell that well for me personally. Remember that we are all in a different situation. Some of us has huge basements where they can store many items so they can operate on high volumes. Some of us, like myself, live in apartments, so I don't have a lot of storage space, so I cannot operate on high volumes. This means I have to pick up only items that have high profit margins, that sell well, that have higher sell-through rate, and that sell fast. So remember that you always have to be yourself. Don't just follow other advices. Don't just pick some brands or items up because some YouTuber reseller told you to, or told that this item will sell fast. There is no such thing as a blueprint in reselling. You have to experiment, you have to constantly adjust, you have to look at your data, at your numbers, and understand what works personally for you. Maybe you're living in an area where there's tons of, thrift store, or maybe you're living in an area where Goodwills only carry mall brands and, items that have less margin profits. But this is, again, not to get discouraged. There are different ways to succeed in reselling. So remember, you are your own person, and what works for your business only works for your business. So you have to be the master of your own business and understand your business better. And kind of bonus advice, which kind of follows the previous advice, is just try to find out what works for you. For example, I don't do live shows because it's just not something I'm comfortable with, but other resellers are really good at shows. So just be yourself and you'll definitely will succeed if you will be consistent, curious, and try not to burn out in between. I hope you guys like these types of videos, so let's meet in the comments down below and discuss what advice we would give to those resellers who are just about to start their journey, or what advice you would give to yourself in the beginning of your reselling career. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!